Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome. I was getting in my inner Gary Muhammad on the
Yes.
air guitar. Welcome back to another edition of Nothing But the Truth with
Brother Jamil?
and Sister Tisha. And we are very, very glad to have you back with us tonight. And Sister Tisha, as I address you formally, we have been on a roll when it comes to the quality, the excitement, the uplift of Nothing But the Truth. So we have got to continue that, and tonight is going to be no exception from the excellence of the past few weeks. How you feeling tonight, beloved? You look
Feeling
gorgeous in that orange.
Thank you. You know that's my favorite color. I'm feeling good, excited to be here, excited to partake in another episode of Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. So excited to talk to our guest tonight. I wonder who's in the chat room though. I want to see friends and family. Y'all come on in, give us a
Mhm.
shout, let us know what's going on your side of the world.
Yes,
We're
indeed.
looking
And
for you.
and what do you what should folks do when they come in to the chat room and when they come on to the broadcast? What should they do?
All right. So once again, we want you to please help us grow this platform of Nothing But the Truth. We want you to come on in, go over to our YouTube page. After you make a comment, letting us know you're here, go to our YouTube page, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Like, share, and subscribe to help us grow those numbers on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're almost there. Once we get to 1,000, we can go to the next level of streaming. Hey, Dave C. And then after that, go on over to Facebook and do the same. You'll go to my page, Tisha Muhammad, like, share, and subscribe.
All right. And that tells us that things are going on. We've been joined by our brother Harold B. Muhammad down at Mosque number 92 in Greensboro, North Carolina. He lets us know when you see that language, we had a Farrakhan day.
Oh,
That
wow.
means he had a great day getting the message of truth to our people in the streets and suites of Greensboro. And we thank you, Brother Harold, for all the good that you do in the family. There's, hey, daughter
My sugar
Ashley is
babe.
here.
Yeah,
Acoli. And
I
so
cool.
she's here. She's here. We're glad to see her. And of course, she may. I don't know if she'll do it tonight, but one of these days you'll get to meet Joe Dude.
Yeah, duty
Yes.
butt. Hmm.
Yeah, that's the grandson with the personality. You love him on Facebook, you love him and all that, but you'll see him and he's got a new round of photos out. He just had a new professional photo shoot and
Okay.
he's not playing with you all.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that now? Who's that? Who's next?
Oh, Brother William. Assalamu alaikum, Brother William. Good to see you.
Yes, indeed. He's an upcoming guest on the program. Very popular. You've seen him over the last couple of years on the program, letting us know how we can prepare our families for success financially.
Hmm.
Brother William Muhammad out of Mosque number 26 in Oakland, California. And so there's a lot going on. Folks from literally from coast to coast are with us tonight.
Brother William is coming up soon, right? You said that's
Yes, ma'am.
that's going to be very important, especially in the times that we're in now. He
Yes, ma'am.
always gives us such good advice on how to stretch our dollar, how to protect our dollar, and how to protect our family. So I'm really looking forward to that one.
And I know you told me to make sure that I locked in Brother William, and I want to let you know that there's no way that I didn't do that. So I am on top of things to make sure that you know I already did that to get Brother here on Nothing But the Truth.
Out of
A
control.
ASAP. Yeah, got
Somebody
that.
else is
Okay.
here too. Brother
Yeah.
Jerry.
Hey, brother Jerry's with us always. Another brother who gives the truth and is not shy and backs up from it. So we've got sisters and brothers, as you can see, from way up north in New York and Massachusetts down to Texas, down there in Dallas, Texas. We got the West Coast on here, the East Coast on here, and well, we should because tonight's guest, and we're preparing for a notification from the mystery man who is in pocket. And the mystery man will let us know that in just a second, we are ready to receive our guest for tonight. And I have to tell you, he's not really a guest. And by way of course, transparency and disclosure, I have to let you know that tonight's guest is my brother. When we greet each other, we can greet each other from across a crowded room. And when I hear that voice say, Kid Fo,
Mm.
I know that my brother is present. And I'm glad that he's with us tonight because he has a message for all of us. that he has been gifted with and he's willing to share it. So, Sister Tisha, what are the things that you would like to share with the audience before we get right to our big brother? Because he's with us, he's in the studio, and he's ready to go.
He's getting ready to go. I just again for all of everyone who's just coming on, I just want to remind you to help us grow this platform. We are on a big push to get our numbers up, and we ask that you do that simply by sharing this podcast. Stop where you are right now and just share it to your page. Go over to YouTube, Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Subscribe to it. Sign up for the notification so you'll know when we're up, and then go over to our Facebook page, Tisha Muhammad, and do the same. Like, share, and subscribe. Then come on back and join us in the comments and get ready for our special guest.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me just say before we bring our special guest, I really appreciate how thorough you are with that description of what needs to take place. But let me just say something in addition. We are looking for ways not only to grow the platform in terms of numbers, but we're looking for a way to grow the platform in ways of stability. We're going to ask and we're looking for ways to contact you, to serve you with more content, to serve you with greater amounts of commentary on situations that are happening in the society, because we want this to be a safe place for you to grow and be your best.
Yes.
When you come to Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha, you come in to be your best, and you can be that here. You don't have to dim your shine for anyone when you come here. So we're looking to expand. We're going to ask some of you, all of you, as many of you as possible, to go ahead and support us on a regular basis. We're setting up the structure now whereby you can do that to make these broadcasts more possible and to improve the technical quality. Now you say, how could it be better technically, Brother William? See, I was with you, and everything was good, but now I'm going to pull out my scripture. Okay,
Dang,
oh
Brother
no.
William, you always.
Brother William, why you always spoiling it for everybody? Teach, you ain't have to make that face. Let's go ahead and bring our guest,
Yes, I'm
because
ready.
he will bring peace among all of us here, and he will stop me from doing anything in retribution to Brother William on the West Coast. And people really don't do things to Brother William, and we'll talk more about that later. But he's the wrong guy for like, he don't
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry,
yeah.
Brother William. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah,
Friend, Brother Jamil, friend, we're friends.
I forgot.
But our
I
guest
guess now.
tonight, our guest tonight is with us. He is no stranger to any of us. He is our brother. We love him, and you do too. Even if you've never met him personally, I would give you a 99 to 1 guarantee you have heard his voice. He is, at least unofficially, and certainly by all knowledge, officially the voice of Savior's Day every year. He's that voice when you get into town and you get off the plane and you get in the car and you turn on the radio. He's the voice that you hear saying, Savior's Day. He's the voice of our nation's activities. He's my brother and my friend, a long term radio professional, a long term professional, an announcer in the arenas of the National Basketball Association, an actor in movies like Jason's Lyric and on stage plays that you've seen all over the place. He literally is a person who can do it all. He's more than a triple threat. He's a threat every time he stands up and comes before us. But tonight, he's talking about so much more than show business,
Mm,
so much more than the radio business. He's talking about the life of a good man.
come
So
on.
we're going to bring him forward at this time. My brother, a good man. That's Tisha's big brother, a good
Yeah.
man. Brother Jay Delay. Come on here, Jay Delay. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Ooh, there he is. There he is. Jay.
The way you introduced me, I was like, "Who's he talking about?"
Yeah. I
Well,
was too. I know.
well,
Sorry.
well. And Jay, before we start, just to let you know, I wouldn't make any references to any of the old things that we used to do on the Jay Delay show with Brother Jamil.
Oh, I would
But
never do that.
no, please don't. And I want to just say to you, I love that compression athletic wear that you're wearing. I know that the matching shorts come with the jacket, and we're glad that you have that. And I just want to remind you that tomorrow, sometime in the window between noon and 4, The UPS man will be there. Just sign for the boxes, Jay. Don't ask a lot of questions. Just
We still
sign.
we still doing this, Jamil? And
To
let me guess. Let me guess. The box will be from Africa.
Yes.
Nigeria. Yes. Yes. You already know. So Jay, it's okay. It's okay. Just look
Keisha,
around before you sign it, you know.
Yes.
Keisha, little sis. I thought when he said "I do" that all of this would change.
We don't. Yeah. No. No. Something's wrong
Yeah.
with it. Something is.
This is I see this is a lifelong thing with him.
Jay, welcome back to Nothing But the Truth, your
Thank you.
other broadcast home. Brother, lots has been going on with you. For those in our audience who don't know Jay, and I'm sure when you saw his face, you go, oh, that's
Oh,
Jay Delay. I know that, brother. But tonight, we just want to ask you to bring everything up to date with you, the lessons that you're learning, if you could share them with us, because it's time for us to go big time with big stuff.
mm,
So we want to ask how you been doing, number one. How are you, my dear brother?
Well, dear brother, I want to thank you. The best word that I can use is blessed.
wow.
Absolutely blessed. I don't
Yes.
get I don't give a damn if it's going bad or what I think is bad. I'm still blessed
Mm,
because you know I frequently when I want to complain,
mm,
I'll think about when I laid in that hospital and I said to myself, I wish to God I had somebody else's problems.
mm,
I have no problems. I have no problems.
mhm,
And we have to begin to look at life. We have to begin to look at life like that.
mhm,
You know,
Yes, sir.
things ain't always gonna be perfect. Trust me, they're not. The
Hmm.
minister teaches us, he teaches us about that. And some people may think it's a joke. They may think, oh, well, it ain't never happened to me. You know,
mm.
what's he talking about these hard times? Like the old folks say, just keep
Just
on
keep
living.
living. Keep
Mm.
on living.
Just
That's it.
keep on living. And when life start lifing,
Mm.
boy, I tell you, it's something else.
Well, I'm glad to see your big smile, my brother. I want you, if you would, and Tish, you know I always want to defer to you whenever your questions come up because you ask those great questions that allow a guest, even who's not a guest and is a family member like Jay, but you ask those great questions that allow a guest to expand. I just want to briefly just say, brother, tell us a little bit about your origins, where you're from, how you grew up and came to Islam. We have, as somebody said, we have from a secret source,
Mm.
photographic evidence of how beautiful your face looked when you first walked in the door of the Nation of Islam back in 1992. We have that. But
Emil,
tell us,
you do not. I'm telling you, you do not. You,
He doesn't, but I do.
really, sis?
No,
Really, little sis?
I was talking about something
I'm originally from Houston, Texas.
yes, sir.
Born and raised H Town, baby,
else.
H Town. And I'm a country boy. I'm a country boy, and I'm my mama's baby boy. And just brother, I grew up. Um, Lots of brothers and sisters. Beautiful, beautiful family. Crazy family,
Mhm,
but absolutely beautiful family. You know, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Um, I came to Texas Southern University. My pops was the general manager over at KTSU, and that's how I really, for years I'd gotten into radio, and I used to always sit there and mimic the radio and commercials on the radio. Tonight is going down. Just I used to do those things, and I've always been someone who loves. I've been intrigued with voices,
mhm,
Mhm.
and so um, friends of mine used to call me. They call me crazy, and I was. I used to record. back when we had VCRs,
Mm-hmm.
I would record Animal Kingdom and I would put my own voiceover to them.
Over
You
the
know,
animals.
I
You
would
put
put
your
my
own
own.
voiceovers.
Yes, and people would be, they'd be cracking up, and people be like, "Man, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. If I'd have known, if I would have only known to stick with that."
Right.
People are getting rich on TikTok now
Right.
with that sort of thing. I you know I did that, and I was an athlete, always an athlete. You know, there was three things that I wanted to do growing up. Uh, Number one,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a pro football player. Number two, I couldn't wait to be a father. I've always been intrigued. I always wanted to be a father, a dad. I love children. And third of all, me, I wanted to be a minister.
Oh wow.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
I did not want the typical, you know, oh, you can't do this. You're a minister. Oh, you can't do this. Or you can't do, because I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I cuss.
No.
Oh.
Or like my granddaddy used to say, I cusses.
Mm.
So, I never wanted to get in the pulpit and drop some bombs in the pulpit and get put out. So I I just, so I got into radio. Radio was my ministry. Radio was my ministry. I can say what God puts on my heart to say. If there's an Earth, Wind, and Fire song, that's why God has always blessed me to be successful, because I come with the real. I let music use me. I let music use me, and I love to make people feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
sir.
really, I
Yes, sir.
really do. If Earth, Wind, and Fire, if Be Ever Wonderful, I remember that song. I used to play it every Saturday morning. I'd come on the air and I would tell people, and I meant that, be ever wonderful. And
Mm-hmm.
you can use music, man. My pops and Black radio, shout out to Black radio. Every every person that has ever been on the mic that has helped uplift Black radio, shout out to you, because it's such a powerful, powerful medium. I mean, we've lived our lives, by Black radio. And, I man, that was my everything. That was my ministry.
Wow. And Jay, it's interesting how the generations in professionalism connect. Your dad and folks who don't know, in Houston radio, the legendary Rick Roberts.
Absolutely. When I tell
That's
you, let me
that's
tell you
Jay's dad.
something. Let me tell you something. That man, Rick Roberts,
Mm.
I will forever be indebted to him. I He taught me life. He taught me how to be a man. He taught me, humor. And as a matter of fact, me and you, Robinson,
Robinson.
Jamil, you'll get that one.
Is that an inside joke?
Oh, me and Jamil, an inside joke?
No, we don't. We don't. Why would we do that? Well, I mean, we're
Oh my
professionals here.
God.
We're professionals here.
Oh
But
my
but but
God.
but Jay, what you did with me and for me was just like you would imitate those sounds that you heard and mimic the sounds that you heard on the radio. Word is bond. That's what I did as a young person. But I didn't think of doing it professionally after I left college. Because when I left college, I started in my ministry with the Nation of Islam, and I kept moving in the direction of traditional ministry. Now, Tisha, you as a radio fan, you listened to radio growing up especially in the go 80s. You listened to radio, but there's an era in radio that Jay is referencing here
Mm-hmm.
when radio was driven by personalities. People would listen to the music, but they listened to the show of a particular on-air personality called a jock or a DJ. And
Mm-hmm.
so that person had an audience that was designed around his or her presentation of the music. What made Jay so precious to me was that he showed what that was like, and then he added the aspect of extreme professionalism. And you could pronounce that word professionalism as perfectionism,
Mm.
because that's the man that we're looking at in the camera right now. That man in the beautiful, beautiful Styles by Jamil compression athletic wear jacket that you're looking at right there. And we call that Seattle Chartreuse. It's one of our feature colors for the model year 2024. But what Jay represented for us was professionalism. He told the story. And we heard it here on Nothing But the Truth before. I'm not going to rehash it, but literally, he made me stay in that studio for 6.5 hours for a
It's so
one
funny.
for 1 minute. I said for 1 minute, teach,
A 1 minute commercial. Yes,
teach,
I
teach,
did.
teach. 1 minute, hon.
I get that. Yeah,
And
you
it's
told
just
us.
it's it's sometimes, I used to think, with what my pops put in me, what my mom put in me, y'all, I knew it was something different. Back in 1994, we came up with this idea. We're going to rent the Astrodome and we're going to do Family Day 94, and had some of the biggest stars, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan being the brightest star came. And I remember at the time, y'all, I was really homeless. I
Mm-hmm.
was I was sleeping on my partner's floors in their apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And they came to town, and I said, I'm going to do the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do the commercials. And that's the first time I can remember, y'all, I said this, and you got to be very careful with what you say. Words are so powerful.
Right.
I said to myself in 1994, I'm going to be the voice of a nation.
Yes,
Had
sir.
no idea what the hell I was talking about.
Mm.
No idea. So they um they asked me, hey brother, well, you do the commercials. And I remember Minister Ishmael and we became we became close then. Well, we almost lost friendship
Mm-hmm.
because I remember when I started doing the commercials, he was in the studio and it was maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm still just, Jamil will tell you, I'm just sitting there working. I'm anal. Every little sound, every nuance, I had to have it perfect. And he was, brother, can't you just put the commercial together? Dear brother, come on. And I said, no. I said, no, brother, I can't. If you want to go and leave, I understand. But I'm gonna get this right because I remember, and I promised myself this, guys, when I came to the nation, here I go trying to prove this is wrong. This is wrong. I'm thinking that, I speak well. God has blessed me with oratorical skills and I can speak well. And I was listening to the minister. We're at Prairie View. And he said the word, he said a word, but he said it in the wrong vernacular.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, aha, a chink in his armor. Uh-huh. So he ain't perfect. And I'll be damned if 10 minutes later, and by the way, forgive me for saying this. That was the wrong vernacular of the word. I meant to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Is he reading my damn mind or something?
Yeah.
Man, this dude is something else. And so I I fell in love with the man that day,
Mm.
or what I thought I knew of him, because it's so much more, so much more. But he helped me in my career. And let me be very honest with a lot of brothers and sisters. You know, be use wisdom, be wise.
Yes, sir.
Islam can make you somewhat cocky.
Mm.
It can make you, no, let's just call it what it is. Let's just be real.
Mm-hmm.
It can make you cocky if you're not careful. I would come on the radio, and I used to be on the air on Sundays right after the mosque, when the mosque was at 2 o'clock back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'd leave the mosque and go straight to the radio station. So I'm on fire. And I come on the radio. What's happening? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Assalamu alaikum.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the general manager asked me one time, "What is that you said?"
Right.
I said, "Assalamu alaikum. That's the greetings of God."
Mm.
He's like,
Yeah, not
"Jay,
here.
Jay, right? Don't you can't tell me not to use the greetings of God. You can't tell me. Are you against God yourself?" And oh Jesus, when I tell you growth and wisdom
Mm.
in the
Mm-hmm.
things that we have to learn in this life, and it was really funny. That man wanted to fire me.
Mm.
He wanted to fire me that day, but he didn't. And funny as it may seem, that man just passed away about a little over a year ago. I think it was about a year ago. But funny as it may seem, that man asked for me on his deathbed.
Oh, wow. Mm. Wow.
This is the
No.
connection. This is the connection that we're talking about.
I know that we're about to approach the bottom of the hour. We spent the beginning of the show just introducing our guest to you because we want you to know how real he is, how genuine this brother is. How you just got to know how
That's
real he is.
right.
And we wanted you to
That's
connect with
right.
him from the beginning because where he's going to take you on the second half of this broadcast, I was about to say the show, the second half of this podcast, I want you to really, really be able to listen to what he's going to tell you. I want you to be able to know that it's coming from his heart and it's genuine. I had a recent conversation just a week or two ago, and it changed my thinking on some things that I was struggling with that I really thought I had a handle on, but he helped me through.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
don't know who is going to help tonight, but he's going to help you through something because the way he connects with us is out of this world. He's a real brother. He's your brother. He's my brother first, but I'll share him with y'all. He's your brother, but I want you to come back after the bottom of the hour because he has a message for you. And I want you to come with open ears, open heart, open mind, and a guest. Bring a guest back. Come back. All right.
Yep.
As soon as we come back from the bottom of the hour, be ready.
Yes, indeed. This is Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. Stay right where you are. Brother Jay Delay is with us tonight, right here. Stay right there.
Assalamu alaikum, family.
Assalamu alaikum.
What are we saying? What are we doing? Woo! Assalamu alaikum, family. Assalamu alaikum, family.
Assalamu alaikum.
We want to thank you for taking the time to tune into Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil
and Sister Tisha. We thank you for every Thursday night joining us for appointment viewing. 8 p.m. Not 8 a.m.
Yeah, I'm going to come in on the p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Thursday nights by YouTube, by Facebook, by Instagram, by all the other means by which we can be seen. But we thank you because without you, as a matter of fact, here the Manhattans, there's no me without you.
He always do that. Assalamu alaikum.
There's no me.
You didn't say assalamu alaikum. You didn't say assalamu alaikum.
Oh, assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I think that you can make requests of me. I can do the stylistics. I got a little Manhattans here. Um, why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head like that, Jay?
We're not going to do this.
We're not.
We're not going to do this.
I'm not interested.
Jay, when we had Calvin Richardson on the Jay Delay show, and I wanted to do the duet with Calvin Richardson, all of a sudden, all of my devices went dark.
I have no idea what happened. I have no, you know, sometimes I think about that, Jamil. You have such a pleasant voice and, a melodious voice. I don't know why anybody would cut your mic off. I have no idea why anybody would cut your mic off.
For the love of God, I do. I know why. Jesus. Okay. Jay.
Humor and babe.
Jay. So
yes.
The show moves really fast. We have the second half of the show dedicated to the message that you want to give to our audience. It's a powerful message. It's a strong message. The floor is yours. We want you to connect. I want you to touch them like you touched me because you really helped me the other day.
Sis, I want to say, I really want to say this. I thought long and hard. And y'all forgive me because here's the interesting part.
Okay.
You say I'm helping you when actually you helping me, sis. You're helping me. I have to. Let me just open up my soul here. And allow whatever you have for me to say to the people, please let me not hesitate to say it. I was doing some meditation earlier today, and there's a song by Shekinah Glory Choir. And it talks about there's more that I require of you. Through everything that you've been through, can you still say yes? Can you still say yes? There's many of us in and around our nation in this world that have been through hell and back. But can you still say yes? I posed a question to you, Tish, you and Jamil, when we spoke a couple of weeks ago. And I want you to picture this. Okay. Picture this. There's a tunnel. There's a long tunnel. And you look at this tunnel and you can see this tunnel. And they tell you, would you be willing to walk down that tunnel if God is on the other side with open arms waiting to embrace you? Would you walk through that tunnel no matter what? Most of us would say what? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would. Yeah, God on the other side. Even if in that tunnel, can I just be real with y'all?
Please.
In that tunnel, life gonna tear your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still say yes? Is your faith that strong to where you can still say yes?
Hmm.
You can still walk to your creator. That's that's what I want to share with y'all. Keep your faith.
Hmm.
Keep your faith. I want to know you shared with me some information, little sis,
Hmm.
about something very personal. And I want to know, do you remember what I told you? You told me something that most people would break and cry and crumble. What was my one word to you?
Well, the main part I remember when you said, "Why not you?" Is that the part you're talking about? When you
Oh,
kept asking me, why?
maybe it means congratulations.
Oh yes, yeah, that was weird. That was weird, but it was an eye opener. So what happened?
Congrat-
Yeah, there was.
Congratulations.
I was
And
facing something that kind of, it didn't really shake my faith, but it was something scary. And I didn't know, you know why I wanted Jay to talk to all of us is because sometimes we think we have a grip on our faith. I got this, I'm Muslim, I'm this, and yes, I'm going to run through that tunnel or whatever, until you, I mean, and we say that when we're just
until
cruising
you get
along and there's no tunnel. But
until
soon
you
as
get
that
in that
tunnel
tunnel.
comes, you're like, wait, hold up, hold up. I didn't ask for a tunnel. I was cruising just fine. I don't need a tunnel. Can I go around here? And Jay was like, no, why not you? Why not you to have to go through this? And I'm like, because I don't want to. But you don't get to choose, is what he was kind of reminded. In a sense, you can. You cannot go through the tunnel, but you don't get to choose if the tunnel is coming or not. So when you get to the tunnel, that's when, and we're saying tunnel and making it all plain or whatever, but
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
when your faith is tested, basically.
Right, right.
This is when you got to dig deep and say, do I really believe what I say I believe all this time? Do I really believe in Allah? Do I really believe that He's going to save me, or He's there for me, or whatever? This is where you are tested, at that tunnel. So I've been at
Boy,
that
when I
tunnel, right? I'm not all the way out of the tunnel, but I had to go through that tunnel. And just recently, and I was scared sometimes. And then I talked to some people who helped strengthen me back up and reminded me, you don't have to be scared. You got to be strong and go through, right? But that
man, let
don't
me tell
mean
you,
what Jay reminded me. It don't mean that you're not going to be scared again sometimes,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
it's not gonna mean you're not gonna be scared damn near to death.
Hmm.
Mhm.
There's gonna be things in that tunnel that are going to remind you about God, the
Hmm.
realness of God Himself.
Come on.
You're gonna become you're gonna come face to face sometimes in life with things. But I'm a big lover of gospel music.
Okay.
You
Come
know,
on.
my mother raised me in the church,
Hmm.
and I can remember, honest to God, I can remember a song, though the storms keep on raging in my life, and sometimes it's hard to tell the night from day.
Come on.
The hope that lies within is reassuring as I keep mine eyes upon the distant shore. I know He lives. But the song goes on and it says, my soul has been
Is been
anchored
anchored. Come on, Jay.
in the
In the
Lord.
Lord. Anchored in the Lord. Come on, Douglas.
I'm like the minister, y'all.
Come
I'm
on,
really an
man.
old Baptist preacher. I really am. I'm really an old Baptist preacher. But I think when you can evolve to truly understand, doesn't matter, Christian, Muslim,
Hmm.
Jew, when you understand, when you begin to understand God
Okay.
and how and what He means to you. I remember at 9 years old, I did my first sermon, and you know, Uncle Neil asked me, "Boy, what you know about God?"
Mm-hmm.
What you know about God? I remember I was 9. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, Uncle Neil, you've forgotten more God than I'll probably ever know, Uncle Neil. But what I can tell you is what God means to a 9-year old.
Mm-hmm.
And I can share with you now, I can truly share with y'all now faith, holding on to your faith. If I don't say anything else, if I don't say anything else to y'all tonight, I'm telling you to hold on to your faith. There's going to be some days, again, that song, Shekinah Glory Choir, there's going to have to, probably going to be some things you're going to have to give up that you hold dear.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some things that you know, people that you think you love, people that you think love you, but it's going to be some things that are going to try you to your core. But
Oh,
good people, I understand when they talk about the good news,
yes.
the good news. And I meant that, sis. When you
Mm-hmm.
told me about your health issues,
Mm-hmm.
Jamil, what was my word?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I was like,
And
what?
I know it shocked the hell out of you, but congratulations.
Yeah.
Cause
Explain why
guess
you said that. Because,
cause guess what?
hmm.
God chose you.
Yeah.
He chose you to get an opportunity to go to the upper room,
Duh.
that upper chamber to get to know him on a completely different level. Because I'm telling you, because if you don't hold on to your faith,
Mm-hmm.
boy, 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 I will forever be indebted. Did I say that right, Jamil? I'll be
Yes, sir.
forever.
Yes, sir.
I'll
Yes, sir. Go
forever
on
be.
and
I'll
preach.
forever. He does words. He does words. I do voiceovers. Um, I will be forever indebted, and I will always say it to him, no matter where I am, or what I'm doing. Thank you to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He he took the time out to pray for me when I couldn't pray for myself,
Mm.
Think about that. Think about it now.
and that's why I truly can pray for everybody. If people call me, hey Jay, man, you took time and you prayed for me. Are you kidding me?
Right.
I know what it feels like when life has kicked your ass
Mm-hmm.
and you challenged and you don't even know how to pray.
Mm.
You know how to pray,
Mm-hmm.
but you're in a conundrum and you don't know what to pray for.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And the minister said one time, even if you can't say anything but, oh Allah, help me to overcome my difficulties. But even that is hard to get out sometimes. So
Yes,
I
sir.
consider it an honor when people need, they want prayer. They want prayer. I consider it an honor. Hey, and I don't like to look at it like, you know how people, oh, let's just pray and we're gonna pray. No, let's talk to God. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's just talk to God. My my pops taught me something about radio and why I've been successful. He said, son, you do 4 breaks an hour, 4 hours you're on the radio generally.
Okay.
He said, God gives you 16 opportunities to have 16 small conversations. And we take it for granted. We take it for granted. When's the last time you truly had a conversation with God?
Right.
Just,
Mm.
people want to have structured prayers, and so many times we get in our prayers and we just we say, Oh, do we live in a shaitan regime? We do it. When's the last time you just talked to God?
Mm.
And that's
You're listening. You are listening to my brother Jay Delay on Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. A very special edition of the program because I know my brother's ministering to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's ministering to my wife. I know he's ministering to our marriage, and I believe he's ministering to you as well. I know that the time is upon us and we only have another 10 minutes or so together, but it's not too late for you to bring somebody to this broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too late for you to hit like and share and subscribe and all the other housekeeping things that you do. But it's also not too late for you to lend an ear for what will be the ultimate message from our brother tonight.
Mm.
I want you to hear from Brother Jay Delay and his conversation with Sister Tisha, and then secondarily, of course, myself. But we
Mm-hmm.
are here tonight as a witness that there's no place that you are, however deep you in, whatever you're buried in, that he can't reach you. God can reach you. We don't preach on this program, but God has never seen a soul that he can't save.
Mm.
Hmm. I wish somebody would pray with me tonight. But no, that would be preaching, and we don't.
Pass,
yeah.
We don't.
And we don't
We,
preach.
pass the plate.
we
We
don't. We
don't
don't.
preach.
We don't preach. We don't do that. Thank you, Jay, for reminding me. And I want to say, you look beautiful, my brother, as you prepare for these closing comments. You look beautiful in the Seattle Chartreuse activewear by Jamil Fashions for the 2024 model year. How are you feeling? Circulation going in your legs going well because of the compression wear?
Feeling wonderful. And by the way,
Yeah,
this new material, this lycra, I
yes,
I'm a fan.
I cannot with either one
I
of
knew
y'all.
it. I knew it. Listen, Tisha, before you go with your final question, Tisha, because Jay, we want you to stay with us. Feel free to speak, and we have to get you back without the kind of delay that it's been since your last time with us. We have to
Absolutely.
do that. And
Absolutely.
I want you to understand, dear viewer, that the man you're looking at is the man who put me into microphone radio, terrestrial radio. I called Jay about 7 years ago and said, Jay, I said, Brother Askia Muhammad asked me to come into the studio with him and learn how to produce and host a radio broadcast on listener supported WPFW in Washington. Should I do it? And Jay said, get in that studio.
What are you waiting on?
Learn the production, learn what to do, learn how to serve the people. That's how you'll be reaching the people. And so, as my beloved co-host, the most beautiful host in all of television, Sister Tisha Muhammad, said tonight when she talked to Jay, she said, brother, you touched me because he said something to her. And I want you all to hear whatever he's going to say in this remaining 7 8 minutes. give give him whatever you want him to have, Sister Tisha, because Jay, stay with us and be with us, and thank you for shining on us tonight. Anything else you wanted to ask, Tisha?
You ask me that every week, and I never have another question. I always take that time to thank our guests for coming on. And again, I want to use the same time to thank you for coming and sharing with us, Jay. You didn't really get to touch on what I needed you to touch on. So you have to come back because we took a lot of time setting it up in the beginning, but it's a message that you have that I need for the believers to hear. And so I'm going to ask that you come back again and speak with us a little bit more on faith, because what you share with me, what you helped me to see really helped me. And it just helped me to go through my tunnel without trepidation, without fear, right? And I know
Mm.
we shouldn't fear, but what I was facing was very scary, right?
That's
And
that's
so,
that's a that's a lie, sis. Don't you
why is
ever
it?
don't let anybody tell you that. What's in that tunnel?
Yeah,
There would be
I was
no
scared
need
of my
for there
tunnel.
would there would be no need for God Himself if it wasn't something in that tunnel that you had to, I didn't
Yeah,
say be afraid of, be deathly afraid of.
yeah.
But I'm telling you, when you're laying there and you're looking at a clock
Hmm.
and your deep breath is
Right.
And they're telling you, and you hear the nurses saying, well, it won't be long now.
Right.
That's scary.
Yes.
That's scary. It's scary. And you have to literally lay there and fight yourself. God, I know what it looks like.
Mhm.
I know what it looks like, God. But Father, this can't be my reality.
Right.
This can't be my reality. Don't be afraid. I wish I could express to brothers and sisters how they talk about on the other side.
Hmm.
Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, hold on to your faith.
Come on.
Hold on to your faith. Man, I'm thankful to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for allowing me to plug into his faith.
Hmm.
Because I remember when death was upon me,
Hmm.
I was angry at first.
Mm-hmm.
I was angry. Man, I put some good into this world. How is this going to happen to me? And then it hit me. It was like, ding.
Right.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. If you going to meet your maker
Yeah.
pissed off,
Right. Right.
you're going to meet God angry.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
you begin, thank you, God,
Mm-hmm.
for allowing me to have felt the wind on my skin.
Come
Mm-hmm.
on now. Come
Thank you
on.
for allowing me to have felt the sun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for allowing me to have caught my children when they came out of the womb.
Yes.
Thank you, Father, for allowing me to have lived this long.
Come
Yes,
on.
sir.
Thank you for allowing me to be a Muslim.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. And I swear to you one thing, and feel me, brothers and sisters, one thing that you will never do is finish running out of things to thank Allah for.
True.
Come on. Come on.
True. That's it.
Try it.
True.
Try it. I
That's it.
challenge you. Just try to thank God for every single thing in your life.
I think you just gave the message. That was the point that needed to get
That
out.
was the point. And
Wow.
Jay, it's so beautiful. Tisha, I want to thank you for your incisive questioning. And I know this may go beyond what folks say, but I want to thank you publicly for your incisive questioning. I love Jay so much as a brother and as a friend that we rely on each other both in these trying times because Jay took the time to speak with me
Mm-hmm.
and lift my spirits during a recent 10-day hospitalization that I had
Mm-hmm.
when my life was in the balance in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Jay, you may not know how you do that. It may be coincidental to you, but it's a gift from Allah that He takes and brings His healing through whom He chooses. I love my
Praise.
brother as a friend, and we've got funny stories together. And Jay started to tell some of them tonight. Lord have mercy. But that's my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and I love him. And when you said tonight, Tisha, what's the message?
Mm-hmm.
Bring the faith. That's the beauty of this format called Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil and Sister Tisha. It ain't all Brother Jamil. You better believe Sister Tisha is on deck doing what she does. And I just want to thank you for that. Jay, we have about another minute and a half. What would you like for us to remember on the way out the door? Then we'll bring it back to Sister Tisha, who'll close us out, and we'll be dismissed. But the floor is yours, Brother Jay Delay.
I just want to remind everybody, and notice I say I can't tell you a damn thing.
Mm-mm.
I can remind you,
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
be good to yourself. Forgive yourself.
Come on.
Forgive yourself.
Yes, sir. All right.
Love on yourself
Come on, Jay.
and love on your people. Because when it's done and it's over with, I can tell you, I spent 25 years married to a woman,
Hmm.
and I have no problem saying in the end, we were foolish and became mortal enemies. But if I could have a conversation with her and tell her that I apologize,
Mm.
right now I would.
Hmm.
Love on
Yes.
each other.
Yes,
Love your
sir.
babies.
Yes, sir.
Love your babies. Love on each other. Come on, nation. Let's win.
Let's win.
Let's
Let's
Jay.
win.
win. Let's win.
Thank you all for having me. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, big brother.
Kumbaya, my lord.
No. Now,
Kumbaya.
wait, now see, wait. Now, Jay, you know how to hit them
Kumbaya,
controls. Go ahead and hit the.
my
Jay,
lord.
can't you do something? Jay, mystery man, help me. Some. Never mind.
There's
She's
his
done.
head,
She got it
y'all.
out. She got it out of her system. Okay.
He's so
Thank you,
gorgeous.
Sister Angela Nicole. We these beautiful spirit. There's my niece Bree.
There's
Uh,
Bree.
Bree, thank you so much. And I'm telling you, oh, Yardbird Sweets, whoever that is, they have nice handwriting. But we want to make sure that we know that everyone's here together,
Can
brother and
I honor
sister.
my father before I leave?
Please do.
Take your time and honor your father.
I just want to say, like my pops used to always say, no matter how rough it gets,
Hmm.
no matter how hard it gets, if you ever feel yourself at the end of your rope,
Yes.
tie a knot and hang on,
Hang on.
because ain't nobody bad like you.
Come
Come
on.
on now. Come on. Nobody bad like you.
Huh? Don't be trying to say what I say. I said, come on first.
No, I said, come
Always trying
on.
to say what I
I
say.
think I
Come
love you,
on,
girl.
y'all.
I love you, girl. And I can get that same color for you, Tisha, if you want that Seattle chartreuse. I can get that. I can get that for you.
Guys,
Yeah.
before you go, wait, before we go, don't forget to go over to our YouTube page, click on the notification so you'll be notified when the podcast is up and running. Like, share, and subscribe to Nothing But the Truth with Brother Jamil on YouTube, and then go over to Facebook and do the same. It's at Tisha Muhammad. Like, share, and subscribe. And when you're at Facebook, run over to Bree's Safe Haven and look on her little link. She has her link up. The donate, the needs. What is it? The things that they need us to
hmm
donate to help her. Okay,
That's right.
do it, guys. Do it.
And, and like we were told by our brother Philadelphia, brother Earl, Philly Slim, he said, enjoy your Islam.
Enjoy your Islam.
That's what Jay Delay
Absolutely.
does.
Brother
Thank you,
Absolutely.
family. We love you.
Earl.
May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum.